Okay, guys, welcome back. So we will continue on. And it's gonna be awesome, except where I have to go find her. Huh. Where do you guys think she is? She's gotta usually they're in this area, aren't they? Giggle, yeah. I mean, there's Giggle. There's a giggly girl. Oh, hello. Which one do we give it to? Fuck. I don't know. No, don't chase me. I don't want it. I don't want you. Go away. No, I don't want you. I think it's her. Give me you. Give it back. Yag. Give me back my eye. Fuck. I didn't save. No. How am I supposed to know whose tongue we've got? Pull out the tongue bag. No. This is starting to feel like a bad idea. The other ghost is headed this way. We have to run. Oh, fuck. Okay, you. Gurgle. Ooh, she's got no head above her chin. Gurgle. Gasp. How am I supposed to know whose tongue we've got? Well, that one was saying, give me back my eye. Pull out the tongue bag, yes. Gurgle, gasp, gurgle. The little girl's spirit is staggering towards Ayumi, blood gushing up from her gaping cross-section of a head as she walks. Please be the right one. Tokiko Tsuji? This is yours, isn't it? I'm giving it back. Sputter, cough. Oh. What happened? The other ghost is headed this way. We have to run. Oh, fuck. Okay, where are we going? Where am I going? I'm just gonna go down, I think. For funsies. No? Is she still after me? Can she come in here? Is she coming for me? Please don't come for me. I'm not a fan of that. Well, I honestly feel like she's still kind of chasing me, so I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save here. And then, fuck, where do we go? Wait, no, that's not where I wanted to go. Sorry, I took the wrong area. I got a little bit turned around. Can I go on the 3rd floor now? Or is it the 3rd floor? I guess, yeah. Damn it, no. Whoops. Okay, I guess we're gonna try the other way then. I don't think there's anything that way. Except for that blue spirit. Oh. Yeah, okay, that seems right. Let's follow the girl in the blue dress. I mean the red dress. Blue girl, red dress. Weep. Here we go again. Where the hell is it gonna take us this time? Weep. Where your friend was splattered. Oh. The floorboards beneath that wall. Right under her gobby entrails. Where the floor drips and the blood pools. Drip, drop. Smelly, icky. Get in there good and dig it out. Wow, you're a little bit crazy. I mean, that's where we gotta go, so... Just the antique doll is a bitch. You getting a good laugh out of this? I literally just read that as lag. I can't believe it. You sick son of a bitch. God, if that's where it is... I'm not sure we can ever bring ourselves to get it. Sure you can. Is someone there? Who's that? Oh, Shige? Morishige, you're alive.
Yeah.
Ah, Kishinuma and the class rep too. I'm very glad to see you both safe and sound. Oh, yeah. Sub Moon. What happened? It's a long story, so where have you been? I was in the second wing until a short while ago, but suddenly lost consciousness. And when I woke up here, it felt as if the air had somehow changed. Oh yes, and I did briefly cross paths with Mochida and his sister. You did? So they're okay too? They are. Though when I next ran into Mochida's sister, it seemed she and her brother had parted ways. Morishige? What is that in your hand? Oh. Morishige appears to be grasping a blood-soaked pouch in his hand. Oh, you got it for me. Oh, this? I found it under the floorboards in the hallway. Just up these stairs. Is it some kind of charm? Do you want it? Please, take it. I'm merely searching for a certain someone, so I have no need for charms at this present time. Well, thank you. Received another tongue bag from Morishige. As with the others, there's a student ID name tag attached to the front. Heavenly Host Elementary School, Class 5-2, Yuki Kano. Well, I should be going now. Is something wrong, class rep? You look like you've seen a ghost. Just the fact that we know that there's a body there. Ah, yes, one more thing. Mochida said we should all try to meet in classroom 1A. Okay. Yeah, no, if I knew that he had dug out from beneath where that body is, I would also be acting that way. I'm guessing... It wasn't from, you know, Suzumoto's spot. Maybe it shifted over a few feet and he got it from there. I mean, if he didn't, then... That really freaked me out. Did you see his hands? They were covered in blood. Blood covered. I guess, well, I'm gonna go up this way and see what happens. Just in case. I can't go this way. Fine! Can't bring myself to see Suzumoto like that again. I feel like I'll lose my mind. Okay. Well, then, we won't go that way. If that's really what you want to not do. But I'm gonna save here. Just in case. Okay, and then I guess now that we've got that, we can give it to the last ghost. She should still be in the same area, no? I hope so. Although Shige's not going to be happy when he finds out what he's done. Girly ghost, ghosty girl, hello. Get back, get back. This girl's missing an eye. All we've got is a tongue. Is that going to be enough? What do we do? Oh, shit. Pull out the tongue bag. I don't think that will be enough, actually. We're gonna try it, though. Pant, pant, hic, sob, cry. The girl lowers her head and begins rocking slowly back and forth. Yuki Kano? Gasp. I mean, it is her. This is for you. It is yours, isn't it? Offer the spirit Yuki's tongue. She's missing an eye, though. Hanyu. Thank you very much. Oh. That's good, but what about your eye? We did it. We did it, Shinozaki, all three of them. All that's left is the girl in the red. No, no more. Every time I talk to these ghosts, I feel like I'm getting closer and closer to death myself. I mean, you kind of are. Do you have any idea what that's like? I keep picturing how I'll look when I'm dead, and I'm not even trying. It just pops into my head all on its own. And it's such a horrible image. I want to go home. I just want to go home. Back to my mom and my sister. And Mochida. Aw. Shinozaki. Alright, next one is mine then, okay? So just try and pull yourself to get what? Another earthquake! God damn it, not again. Well, it's just because the spaces are now closing in on one each other. I can't talk. I can't talk. Eek. Oh my god. Wow. Damn, that is big. Oh, hello. You're awake again. Are you coming after me? What's going on? What's going on? Oof. Was I knocked out? Where am I? Ooh. We're back. Is this our classroom? For real? These kids are crazy, that's all I'm saying. Shinozaki. Hey, wake up. She's breathing, at least. Shinozaki, come on, wake up already. Kishi Inuma? Hey, gag cough. Pant pant, huh? What? Take a look around you. I can hardly believe it myself, but here we are. I still have blood on my pants. No way. Yes, we're back? For real? This is really our school? Really, really? It's really real. Check it out. Here's my desk. Mine too! It's right here. I can't believe it. So it's true. Yeah, we made it. We're home. We're home. Fuck yeah! Suck on that, world. Sniffle. And yet, without your friends. Can I move? Oh, I can move. I never thought I'd live to see home again. Yeah, let's go this way. Oh. Guess there's no Satoshi, Miss Yui, or anyone else, huh? Yep. They're still left behind, so... Can we leave? Whoa! I can leave. Venturing out in search of others, you find that even the janitor has likely gone home. The lights are out and the halls are pitch black. Only the red glow of the light next to the fire extinguisher offers any respite from the quaint, quiet darkness of the school hallway. Standing around in the darkened corridors of the school building at 8 in the evening just feels so surreal. As the thunder and rain grow in intensity, the windows begin to condensate with moisture, turning white in contrast to the corridor's sea of black. Is this reality? Was everything up until now just a dream? No! People really died. Where am I right now, and what am I doing? Eek! A mouse! What? Shinozaki, what's wrong? Oh, damn. What? What the hell is this? It's not over, is it? No, it's not. Why isn't it over? Why? Damn it. Hello. It's you. No! Go back. Don't come any closer. Pant, pant, whimper. It was a rainy evening after school, just like this one. On the day I was kidnapped. I remember I had a fight with my mom that morning. Why is she telling us this? I have no idea. I didn't want to see her face. So after school I decided that instead of going home, I'd park myself in the outdoor walkway for a little and watch the rain. That's when Mr. Yoshikazu showed up. He sat down next to me. I told him all about my fight with Mom, and he listened really closely and just kept saying, uh-huh, uh-huh. He was sick and couldn't speak much, but he was a very kind man. I really liked him. But then... Sob. You too. I'm so sorry. She's so tiny. She must be 5th grader. Yuki Kano, right? Thank you for what you did back there. For making the effort to help those of us who were killed in that school. Didn't we succeed though? Why are you still here? You didn't. But we returned your tongues. We gave you back the ability to tell your story. And we even got your murderer to repent for what he did. Is it just that you can't forgive him no matter what? Appeasing us isn't about forgiveness. It doesn't matter if we forgive or not. Repentance is between the criminal and the victim. It's the sole act capable of moving us. And we exist as fragments of the sacred ground upon which Heavenly Host is sealed. I believe that moving us is your best course of action. But it's not enough. His repentance just wasn't enough. So you're saying his words, the words spoken by the doll, weren't good enough to appease you? That's not... So what then? Why do you feel the need to trap one innocent stranger after another in that godforsaken place? You child spirits are the ones who summoned us here, aren't you? That's not true. The hell do you mean by that? We're just the cogs that hold the closed space together. But you killed Suzumoto, didn't you? Wait. Huh? Let's hear her out. I'm just glad I was able to get even the two of you back to safety. Why the hell are you suddenly so concerned about us? I heard about a situation like this from my sister once. A lost soul whose life was ended violently and abruptly, leaving her with a mountain of worries and regrets. It's kind of like stopping short at the edge of madness, with all sorts of thoughts and feelings swirling around in your head. Your kindly natured and your sudden hatred and panic begin to spin around and around, and you just start acting out without any sort of control. Your sister's some kind of medium or something? Yeah, something like that. She's actually in one of the comics, I think. Or games. So what you're saying is this little girl and this creepy little girl we met before are two sides of the same coin? I feel for you, I really do. So please, please bring the rest of them back. Mochida, Miss Shishiro, Miss Yui, sorry, and everyone else too. Bring them all back home. Come on, you can do it, right? I don't think that's possible anymore. Why not? Oh, sorry, I have a really big yawn. Well, far too many, in fact. The grudges of those who died in there have filled every last corner of them. There's no room left. And because the agony and pain has nowhere else to go, it's begun feeding on the minds of souls like us who are bound here. It won't be long before I turn back into a vengeful spirit who attacks people like you without mercy. So, we're going to lose you as an ally then? So why don't you just hurry up and bring them back home right now? Isn't there any way for us to save Mochida and the others? There may be one way. What is it? I think you already know. You have to return to the closed spaces. Find all 4 of us Heavenly Host serial kidnapping and murder victims. And put us all to rest. Then the closed spaces won't have their cogs anymore, so they should begin to fade from existence. And you just might get your friends back. You expect us to go back? And this time, instead of just having one person left to appease, we have to go back to the drawing board and appease all 4 of you? Why couldn't you tell us the reason our previous efforts weren't good enough? What is there to hide? It's just... something I don't want to remember, but if you really want to know, I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything that happened. Yuki's spirit gently took hold of Ayumi's hand, and in an instant, their two beings seemed to merge together into a single mind. What's going on? Shinozaki? It hurts, it hurts. And this part's really brutal. This part is one of the worst parts, in the anime to watch, to sit through. It's really tough to sit through this part in the anime. I think this is like episode 2 or 3? Probably 3. Huh? What happened to me? Didn't I pass out? So why am I fully aware right now? I can't see a thing. I can't move. It's like that feeling when you get really tired. Sleep paralysis, I think. Here we go. Where? Why can't I move? Sachiko Shinozaki, the little girl in the red dress and the only survivor of the horrific murders that occurred in Heavenly Host Elementary School. Following the incident, Sachiko's family fled from the area, moving to another prefecture to escape the frightful memories that remained here. Strangely, however, I've been unable to locate any other records of the Shinozaki family. No matter where I look, the only information I can find about them comes from newspaper reports on the Heavenly Host murders. Granted, when an elementary school becomes the stage for a grisly incident such as this, perpetrated by none other than the principal's own son, it stands to reason that the scandal would serve as a primary focus for public interest, with all other details fading into the background. So of course, after learning that Sachiko was safe, further news of her whereabouts was largely ignored in favor of the media circus surrounding the school. But there's more to it than that. People weren't just uninterested in learning of Sachiko's history or whereabouts. There was simply no data to be had. I can't move my body because of sleep paralysis, I guess. But I can clearly see the room I'm in now. There's one boy and 2 girls in here, aside from myself. I recognize them. They're the children who were killed in Heavenly Host during that incident, but they're still alive. Unfortunately, they're all bound hand and foot and just sprawled out on the floor, and so am I. That's the real reason I can't move. Weep, weep, wah. Somebody save me. My acting is fantastic. Gasp. No, stop. No, please, no. Her eyes. Urgarg, no, I can't see. Now I'm blindfolded. I can't see a thing that's happening to me. And since my hands and feet are tied up, I can't remove the blindfold either. That just makes everything so much worse. I guess because I can't see, I begin to listen more intently. Frightened sobbing. The helpless cries of the other children echo off the walls from the cramped room. I'm so scared it feels like my head's going to explode. Okay, so I am going to finish... I'm not going to finish the episode here. I'm going to finish it once this is over. But, as a warning, it's going to get incredibly intense, especially with the noises. So if you're not cool with, gore at all, it's not going to show it, but it does get quite disturbing in this part. So if you're uncomfortable with that, just stop watching. Stuff happens, children die, it's very bad. But if you are okay with continuing on, then let's go. What are you doing to me? Why am I blindfolded? Untie me, cut the ropes. I want to be able to use my hands and feet, please. Please. I kept begging and pleading, but all I heard in response was the man walking away from me. In order, okay? In order? I'll probably just let them do it. I've never heard screaming like this before. It's pure primal terror cutting through the air like perfect sine wave. It's the boy at the end. Feels like he's been screaming for an eternity, I think. He's being killed right now. My god, what the hell is he doing to him? No one deserves this. Why isn't God allowing him to fall unconscious so he doesn't have to suffer? I'm actually quite surprised that they don't have the screaming in here as much. I'm pretty sure they have it in the DS version. It's been at least half an hour now. Those inhuman screams of a young boy being ripped apart from the inside have finally come to a halt. Without even a single moment of silence, the first of the girls in line is next to scream for her life, and the symphony goes on. God, I can't take any more of this. I'm losing my mind. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Is it still going on? Come on, just die already. Die already? God, what is wrong with me? You know what? I don't care. Just get it over with and leave me in peace. Pretty sure that's the girl that gets her head removed. Finally, after hearing a sound like a heavy object being dropped, the noises stopped and the room grew quiet again. Those footsteps are getting closer. All my hair is standing out on end at this point. Everything below my stomach feels like it's frozen, like I've suddenly been stricken with severe diarrhea. It's quite a thing. In order. God, why am I relieved by the silence? The next kid to die is whatever, me. Which means it's my turn now. Ah! Someone's got me by the hair, they're pulling my head up. And taking off my blindfold, which means I get to see the face of my killer. The 4 missing children were found in a basement room at Heavenly Host Elementary School, unused and officially sealed since the building's construction. When authorities entered, they were greeted with an inhumanly horrific sight. Based upon the evidence at hand, the murder weapon was determined to be a pair of large sewing scissors found in the hands of the accused. Investigators suspected some hesitation on the man's part, however, as the deceased victim's wounds did not indicate that his full strength had been used. Nonetheless, he had clearly acted with extreme malicious intent. The official cause of death for the 3 murdered children was listed as loss of blood following removal of the tongues. But the actual state of affairs was not quite so clinical, nor even so pleasant, if you can believe it. The following details have been extrapolated from information previously unreleased to the public, or at least previously unreported by news outlets. These details of the crimes are based on the official police testimony of Sachiko Shinozaki herself. Evidently, the victims were bound, blindfolded, and spaced out on the floor, then killed one by one. One was repeatedly stabbed in the abdomen with the aforementioned pair of scissors, and then had many of his internal organs forcefully dug out. His discarded innards were found partially buried beneath the earthen floor of the basement room. Another was stabbed in the head dozens upon dozens of times, to such an extent that all the flesh and bone above her jawline was essentially minced away. With my blindfold removed, the sight that appeared before me was more horrific than anything I could have possibly imagined. The person staring back at me, brandishing a blood-soaked pair of sewing scissors, wasn't the large man from earlier at all. It was one of the children. It was the little girl, her face dyed red with the blood of her victims. She was staring intently at me with soulless gray eyes, and then she just started giggling. She was opening and closing the bloodied scissors over and over again, and the sound kept echoing through the room. Then she took those dull, rusty, thoroughly blood-soaked blades and slowly brought them closer and closer to my left eye. How? Why? Why is it you? No, no! The third victim was stabbed in the left eye an indeterminate number of times, until her eyeball became soup-like in consistency. She was eventually just left like that, slowly bleeding to death in horrible agony. Strangely, it was only after these mutilations had already been inflicted that the killer went back and severed the victims' tongues. Learning the truth about these proceedings is shocking even to me, and makes it nearly impossible to accept the murderer as anything but a monster. And bearing witness to every moment of this was a 7-year-old girl named Sachiko. In many ways, she's the most pitiable and long-suffering of them all. But it was through her tearful, frightening testimony that Yoshi was officially charged. Now, going back to the hunt for the information on the unfortunate girl's whereabouts, it was her words that ultimately led to Yoshi's sentencing. Therefore, it comes as no real surprise that sensitive information pertaining to her and her family would be withheld. That is to be expected. What's not expected, however, is that there's not even the slightest trace of this information left to find. It's as if it simply never existed. Therefore, I cannot help but consider alternate possible explanations, and I remind you this is mere conjecture. But the one question keeps nagging at the back of my mind. Was Yoshi really the murderer of these 3 victims? Is it possible this crime was not actually perpetrated by him at all? Think about it. In his final days, Yoshi was incapable of communicating with others through speech. And despite his childlike reversion, he'd always been a personable and friendly man. As the saying goes, he wouldn't have hurt a fly. All his relatives, friends, and neighbors confirmed as much, shocked to hear that such a kindly man could commit these unconscionable atrocities. He certainly had no motive for the crime either. There was nothing for him to gain from it. Then again, he may simply have lost his mind. Look at his father. It was around this same time that Principal Takamine suddenly began speaking in tongues and acting them in a most peculiar way. Not to mention scribbling incomprehensible gibberish all over his walls as if possessed. He seemed frightened of someone and would often be found crouching in the corner of his office moaning and thrashing when visitors came by. If he could wind up in such a beleaguered state with no warning, then perhaps so too could his son. I believe that we're looking for a curse far more powerful than anything a man could devise. From the time it opened its doors to the day it closed them forever. Heavenly Host Elementary School's sealed basement room has existed as some form of cursed ground. And to find the underlying cause, we must go back beyond the infamous kidnapping and murder incident. Back a whole 20 years. I believe I may have found a clue that could shed some light on the situation. It may be a bit far-fetched as leads go, but it is a lead nonetheless. Regrettably, since Heavenly Host was not only closed down but demolished altogether and another school built in its place, it's no longer possible to investigate the basement room directly. But my protege has found what may be the next best thing. Something that could make the impossible possible once more. Preparations are being made to pursue this lead even now. Be sure not to miss the next installment. It may be the scoop of a lifetime. Kokibiki, 2003, 7/22. There you go. Okay, so for those of you who stuck through that, awesome. It wasn't as bad as it is in the DS version. For those of you who didn't stick with most of that and just want a sum up, Sachiko's the killer. That's basically what you learned. Sachiko is the murderess, and she's crazy. She's a crazy little girl who is possibly already a ghost. So, yeah. We're gonna do the next chapter in the next episode, and it's gonna be quite a long episode. I mean, I'm gonna obviously have it be split up, but chapter 5 is the longest one, and it's the one where you can make the most mistakes, especially if I've already missed some shit in the previous chapters. So with chapter 5, honestly, I am going to be using a walkthrough because I don't want to fuck it up. So that way I don't have to go back and forth a million times. But yeah, we'll get to that in the next one, and I'll see you guys then. Bye!